Do you want to travel around the world? Do you dream about visiting new cities, meeting new people, and seeing beautiful places? If yes, then this episode is for you. Today, we're going to talk about travel, how to prepare, how to speak English while you travel, and how English can make your trip easier, happier, and full of great memories. Imagine this. You're at the airport. You have your suitcase, your passport, and a big smile. You can feel the excitement in the air. People around you are talking, laughing, taking photos, and saying goodbye. You look at the screen. London, Paris, Rome, New York. You take a deep breath and think, this is it. I'm traveling. Before you travel, there are some things you need to do. You have to pack your bag, check your flight, and prepare your documents. In English, you can say, I'm packing my clothes. I'm checking my passport. I'm booking a flight. These are small but useful sentences. And when you reach the airport, you can use English again. You can say, Good morning. I have a flight to London. Or, can I check in, please? The staff will understand you and help you. At the airport, you will hear many phrases in English. The staff might say, Can I see your passport? You can answer, Here you go. They may ask, Do you have any luggage? You can say, Yes, one bag, or No, only hand luggage. Then they will say, Please go to security, or Your gate number is 25. Simple English helps you move easily and confidently. When you go to security, the officer might say, Please put your bag on the belt, or Do you have any liquids? You can answer politely, Okay, here it is, or No, I don't. Remember, politeness makes your travel easier. A smile and a calm voice can open many doors. Now you walk to your gate. You see people waiting. The staff says, We are now boarding flight 233 to Paris. You take your ticket and show it. You say, Here's my boarding pass. When you enter the plane, the flight attendant smiles and says, Welcome on board. You can answer, Thank you, or Good afternoon. On the plane, you can use English for small things. You can say, Excuse me, can I have some water, please? Or, Can I get a blanket? Or, Where's the restroom? These sentences are short but very useful. They help you talk to flight attendants and be comfortable during your flight. When you arrive in a new country, you go to passport control. The officer may ask, What's the purpose of your visit? You can answer, I'm here for vacation, or I'm here for study. Then they might ask, How long will you stay? You can say 2 weeks, or just a few days. These answers are enough. You don't need to be perfect, just clear and polite. Then you walk out and see the world. New lights, new smells, new sounds. You feel excited. You can take a taxi or bus. You can ask, Can you take me to this hotel? Or, How much is it to downtown? And if you don't understand, you can say, Can you repeat that, please? Or, Can you speak slowly? These are very helpful when you travel. At the hotel, you go to the reception. The person says, Welcome. Do you have a reservation? You can answer, Yes, I booked a room under the name James. Or, No, I'd like to book a room for 2 nights. Then they ask, Can I see your passport? You can say, Sure, here it is. Then they give you your key and say, Enjoy your stay. You reply, Thank you very much. Now you are in your room. You look out the window. You see a new city, maybe lights or mountains or the sea. You feel happy and proud. You did it. You traveled to another country using English. You didn't need a translator. You used your own voice, your own confidence. Let's talk about food. When you travel, trying new food is one of the best parts. You go to a restaurant. The waiter says, "Good evening. Can I take your order?" You can answer, "Yes, I'd like some chicken and rice." Or, "I'll have a salad, please." Or, "Can I see the menu?" When you finish eating, you can say, "The food was delicious." And then you can say, "Can I have the bill, please?" English helps you enjoy every bite without confusion. When you walk around, you can also ask for directions. You can say, "Excuse me, where is the nearest bus stop?" Or, "How can I get to the museum?" People will be happy to help you, and you can understand their answers if you listen carefully. Here are some very useful travel phrases you can practice. I'm looking for the train station. How much is a ticket to London? What time does the bus leave? Where can I buy a SIM card? Can I pay by card? These are real-life sentences you can use anywhere in the world. Sometimes travel is not always perfect. Maybe your bag is missing or your flight is delayed. But don't worry. English can help you fix problems too. You can say, "Excuse me, my bag didn't arrive." Or, "Can you help me, please?" Or, "When is the next flight?" These short sentences can save you a lot of stress. Traveling with English is not just about going to new places. It's about connection. You can meet people from many countries and speak with them. You can make new friends. You can share your story. When you say, "Hi, where are you from?" Or, "This city is beautiful," you open hearts. English connects you to the world. When you travel, you also learn about yourself. You learn patience, courage, and curiosity. You learn how to ask, how to smile, and how to understand. Every trip is a new lesson, and English helps you live that lesson fully. So, how can you prepare for your next trip? Here are some ideas. Listen to English podcasts about travel. Learn basic travel vocabulary. Watch travel vlogs in English. Practice small conversations with friends. And before your flight, repeat positive sentences. I can speak English. I can ask questions. I can travel confidently. I remember my first time traveling abroad. I was nervous. I thought, what if I don't understand? But then I realized something simple. People are kind. They will help you if you try. When I used small English sentences, people smiled. I felt connected. I felt part of the world. That's why I always say, English is your travel partner. It helps you order food, find your hotel, meet new people, and enjoy every moment. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be brave. So, next time you travel, use your English. Don't be shy. Ask for help. Start small talks. Explore and enjoy. Every word you say builds confidence. Every sentence you try makes you stronger. And soon, you'll realize you're not just traveling the world, you're growing with every step. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this episode helps you feel more ready to travel with English. Remember, English is not just a language. It's your passport to adventure. Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep dreaming about your next destination. And don't forget, like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments, where would you like to travel next? Until next time, keep learning, keep smiling, and keep exploring.